Well, hi everyone. We're Team Optimizers, and I'm Sankar, is Amber, Ronnie the Great, and Pankaj. I have a story to tell today. We all poop, okay, and then we wipe. And we'll continue to do both the processes unless there's something that changes in our body. But let's say something's not going to change, and we'll keep doing it, and we'll wipe it. Okay, and it's not that simple. I mean, it's toilet paper, but let's see some stats. On an average, when a person goes to toilet, he uses 8.6 sheets, and that's 57 sheets per day, 240 rolls every year, and 37 gallons of water, right, just from one roll. But let's show you the big picture. Here you go. 473 billion gallons of water every day for the toilet paper manufacturing. 15 million trees, 17.3 terawatts of electricity. It's just toilet paper, hey? No, it's not. We're causing a great serious damage here. So we can say like 10% of the total paper is used for toilet paper, but it causes 15% deforestation just because it uses a lot of fiber. Now, 80% of it is going waste. I mean, how much do we use? This much area? Yeah. We save everything. We're running optimization. We're running equation, regression models. We want the greatest p-values, confidence intervals in everything. But how about this? We're wasting 80% of our money every day. We're flushing it right there. Boom. There you go. Trees, environment, carbon emissions. 64 million tons of carbon is released in air from the paper manufacturing. Toilet paper, not the paper manufacturing, just the toilet paper manufacturing. 1 out of every 7, so 3. Just imagine every time you use the flush, that's 1 tree out of the 7 that's going down there. Yeah. So that's toilet paper. So what do we really do? So there are 2 types of people in the world, folders and scrunchers. 50% men are folders, 32% women are folders, rest are scrunchers. So how do we use it? Like, do you know what's the speed limit in the residential area? It's 25 miles per hour, right? What's the speed limit for pole? Did anybody teach you? It's not in our curriculum. My parents didn't tell me, hey, my boy, use 4 squares. No, it's just in our psychology, and it needs to change. Somebody needs to save that 64 million ton of carbon that's released in air. We can laugh as much as we want to, but we're going to take it serious someday. Unless we come back to the bamboo sticks and we might end up getting the wrong end. That's how the saying came from. We don't want to go there. We need to do something. And like, what's the reason? How do we do it? We just stole it. Nobody told us. It's so easy to use. No one reprimands us. For us, it's such a cheap commodity. A few more cents, a few more dollars per month. That's it. All right, next one. Yeah, so there's another interesting thing. 61% uses phone. I mean, they're not aware. They're just looking at their phone, and the polling is going on. They don't know that's another tree cut down the drain. That's flushed. You can't help it. 30% answer their phone, and one of the facts is 44% of the people who got surveyed for this, they said, we heard a flush in the background on the phone call. So phone is being used, and it's going to go up exponentially because phone usage is increasing. And I think the rest of the 39% would be the people who don't have smartphones, because I use my phones, you use it. You can say you don't, but you do. Okay, yeah. So what do we do? We can recycle it. People try to recycle toilet paper. It didn't bound really well. The business failed. I mean, they're struggling really well. That's why Kimberly-Clark owns 65% share of the toilet paper business in the United States. And that's the proof. They're reigning in it. So what do? Either we redesign it, we recycle it. So here we have our brand to help you, As Clean. So what do As Clean do? As Clean does is, we use a new brand, we'll use 50% less material. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but let's see. 50% less material we'll use. It's a 3-ply sheet, 150 sheets per roll. What the innovation we used in the design is we weaken the perforation. So that we're using our phone, okay, you pull it, it breaks, you have it in your hand, and sometime you'll realize, okay, that's enough, stop now. You'll have it. And we have ran the numbers, absorptivity, strength, softness, and the toughness, that's just enough that you need, nothing is gonna come on your hands. You have science behind it. You have the support of numbers. It's just enough. I mean, someday you're gonna realize that it's enough. So this is our design. Instead of the current 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll just have 5 bones and nothing changes. It's so adaptable. It still goes in the same spot that goes. Such an adaptable solution. We have 3 joints. That's like once you pull it, it's already broken. Then you pull it. What we do now is we pull it and then break it. It'll already be broken and then you're pulling it. Another innovation that we did in the design is we removed the inner cardboard. What that does is it makes the pulling so easy. It makes just so easy. So now there's no cardboard. So we saved 36.5 billion inner cardboards for 1 year. And that stops. So here's our comparison for the both products. This is as clean, and this is current product. This is your wipe, and this is gonna be, and that's just enough, and that's what is required. So why does Kimberly-Clark needs as clean? 7 years ago, a company named, is the environmental company, Greenpeace, they launched a clear-cut campaign to take down Kimberly-Clark, that they're cutting too many trees, their logging practices are bad, and they succeeded in 2010, signing a Canadian boreal forest agreement that saves a state of like size of Texas. You can cut trees there no more. So they had to launch progressive forest policy, just more added bills for the company. So if it has happened before, it can very well happen in future. So what do? Now, As Clean is the brand that is going to associate with Kimberly-Clark and work for the future, save environment, save money, and associate. This is our business and marketing strategy. So what's the customer segments? Not really everybody, rich, the poor, the middle. Everybody wants to be associated with a brand that's doing something for them, doing something for Earth, that want to save it. So once you go to Walmart, you see, oh, As Clean, we can save the planet, 50%, and that's pretty much you need. So every time, someday you realize, okay, I pull 1, 2, and eventually the psychology has to change, and we'll change that with our design, with the science. We put numbers behind it. We won't just say, hey, stop it. Nobody wants to hear it. No, it's my money. I'm going to wipe as much as I want to. Okay, polish it, but someday it will stop. And As Clean is going to stop it. What's the impact? Toilet paper by 50%. Prices are going to come down because you're using 50%. Manufacturability is going to be cheap because that's 2 less steps that we need. More money saved by company. And people who are buying other brands now, oh, we can try the Kimberly-Clark As Clean because they'll associate the emotional sentiments too. We want to save the earth. We want to be associated with Kimberly-Clark. That's a new brand, and we want to buy it. We want to save earth. 32 million tons of carbon emissions saved. It's pretty good. That's what optimizers do. As Clean, that's our brand. Associate with it, save the earth, save your life, and keep wiping. Thank you. Questions?
If I understand it right, like, so your toilet paper doesn't like break easier? So there's already different ply toilet paper on the market, and there's already non-toilet rolls like without the carbon already on the market. So what are you bringing that's like innovative and like the aha moment to this product in the industry?
So the thing with the non-toilet paper that is regular, so this can fit in any bathroom, the attachment that you already have. So we are not asking you to change anything, just buy a new roll of toilet paper, just change your brand, just change the logo, just change the product that you buy every time. And what we are trying to instill is a consumer like psychology change where one day you would realize that, okay, this is enough. I don't really need to pull 10, 20 times every time I go to the bathroom. So just like so we inspired by Kleenex, so every time you pull 1, like you'd never thought like, oh, why are they giving me just 1? Why not 20? Like psychologically, internally, you think that, okay, 1 is enough. Maybe that's why I'm getting only 1. So, yeah.
To add on to that, do you want me to add on? All right, never mind.
So you mentioned in your presentation that Kimberly Clark already sold 52% of the toilet paper market, is that correct? Yes. So if you're creating a product that encourages consumers to use a third of their toilet paper, how are you going to make up that extra third and increase sales of that market? Does that make sense?
Kimberly Clark doesn't want to destroy environment. Nobody does. There's EPA right after you. Hey, what are you doing? Someday they can just say, stop the toilet paper manufacturing. They monitor everything. What Kimberly Clark doesn't want to increase the sales by depleting the environment. They want it hand in hand. That's why the company already tried to get them, and they got an agreement signed that we won't use this forest anymore. Kimberly Clark wants to increase their sales, but in an ethical way, not in a non-ethical way.
And also what this product will plan to see is transfer the customer base from other brands towards Kimberly Clark by telling them that every time you use our product, you're saving the planet. So you'd have labels on the box, statistics on the box that every time you bought this thing, you save 2 trees, 3 trees, you save 1 megawatt of energy, you save 3, acres of forest in the Amazon. So that's how you incentivize people to switch over to a brand, and that's how you keep your sales the same.
What age group do you see this selling to? Do you see it sell to older people?
Like, we didn't really plan on any age group. We are just like toilet paper, so everyone, like anyone who uses it, that's our customer base.
What is the average pull off capacity? How many square?
So standard premium roll is 2-ply, and we have statistics that an average person uses about 9 sheets. So what we are giving in our product are like, our one sheet would be the length of, twice the length of a standard sheet with 3 plies. And that's, so you are getting basically the same strength of the material, so using the Vantage roll that Kimberly Clark already has with a little softer, and you basically get the same effect with little paper.
Thank you.